How's it going, everybody? It's Leo here, and today I am in the kitchen. Hey, Coach Leo is cooking today. Now, here's a video that I really wanted to do to prove to especially people that I hear, during school, buying food is too expensive. Why would I go to the supermarket and buy all this food and spend all this money when I can go to McDonald's or Wendy's or, in this case, Five Guys and just get something for really cheap? I'm going to prove that it's actually cheaper to just make it yourself, and I'm using burgers as the example because I feel like burgers are almost like the ultimate form of quick meal. There's protein, there's carbs, and there's things that you can add on top like pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, stuff like that. So there's a little bit of everything on a burger, and that's why I kind of chose it. Now, I went to Five Guys, and in all fairness, Five Guys is a little bit more expensive than, say, McDonald's or Wendy's, but Five Guys' quality is definitely much better than any of those. So that's kind of why I'm going with Five Guys here. So at Five Guys the other day, I spent $16 on a double bacon cheeseburger, and the toppings are free, so it doesn't really matter, and then a little fry. And in all fairness, the little fry, you definitely get a little more than what you pay for it, but they're like $4.49 or $4.99 for the little fry, and the double bacon cheeseburger is about $10.65. And obviously, yes, it's bacon on there, it's 2 patties, it's 2 slices of cheese, and the toppings are free. So in all fairness, yes, it is a little bit more expensive, but I'm gonna prove that you can make that for cheaper. Today I went to 2 stores actually because I forgot. French fries, when I initially made my trip to ShopRite. Let's start with the literal meat and potatoes. So, ground beef, you can't go wrong with 85-15 or 80-20. I think those are the best ones for burgers, at least, to provide the most flavor. I went with 85-15 because it was a little bit cheaper. In total, this came out to $6.98 for 1.3 pounds of it. The French fries, they are McCain's craft beer, and I only get these ones because I think they taste good, and they're the same price as like plain French fries with no craft beer, so might as well just get them. These at Fine Fare were $5.99. Okay, buns, Pepperidge Farms, pretty accessible, I think. Sweet Hawaiian buns. These came out to $3.50, and there's 8 of them. For the cheese, I try to go with good cheese, so Borden is what I selected, not Kraft, and their American cheese tastes almost the same. It's pretty good. For 10 slices, I paid $2.50. Now, I got pickles on my Five Guys burger, so I'm gonna include them here. And like I said, the toppings in Five Guys are free. I mean, they're obviously worked into their prices, but whatever. They are free, so feel free to, you'll have, pickles and ketchup at home, ideally, and if you don't, they'll last you quite a while. So let's start with the pickles here. Vlasic's bread and butter stackers, okay? These came out to $2.89. Ketchup, you can buy Heinz. I don't buy Heinz anymore after I did Whole30, which I recommend you check out. But True Made Foods no sugar ketchup honestly tastes even better. This stuff is more expensive, but this came out, it was on sale. It was $4.99, so I saved 50 cents. It was $5.49. Also from True Made Foods, their honey mustard to go with my French fries because I like honey mustard and fries. Okay. Same thing. This was on sale, 50 cents off. It was originally $4.99. I got it for $4.49. At the Fine Fare, Mike's Amazing Real Mayonnaise was $3.09. And last but not least, because I like to add extra flavor to my burgers, Grill Mates Smokehouse Maple from McCormick. Okay, This came out to $3.49. all together, okay, this is where people go wrong. They look at the receipt and they say, God, it's so expensive to go to the supermarket for just to make burgers. Everything here, and this is not including any taxes. There are taxes in some states on food, like I think Virginia taxes their food, but there's no sales tax on food in New Jersey. It came out to $37.92 for all this. And again, some of this stuff you're not gonna just eat once and then get rid of it. That's the most important thing. That's why we're breaking it down into servings. So, per serving, okay? For the French fries, 85 cents a serving, or 7 servings in here. For the mayo, 10 cents a serving. There's 30 servings in it. Pickles, 8 servings, 36 cents a serving. Ketchup, also 30 servings in there, 16 cents a serving. Honey mustard, 68 servings for 6 cents a serving. The seasoning, this one was a little bit harder to actually calculate, so I just divided the price by the ounces, which was 3.5 ounces, about 99 cents an ounce. The buns, 8 of them, okay, 43 cents a bun. Okay, the beef, it's the most expensive here. 5 servings, each serving is 4 ounces, so there's a little over 5 servings. Per serving, it's $1.32, and then the cheese, with 10 slices of cheese, you really only put 1 slice on, 2 if you're generous, but we're just gonna go with 1 slice. That is 25 cents a serving, giving you a grand total for burger and fries with toppings and condiments, $4.52. Tell me which one's cheaper. The other thing that people will say is that they can't cook, and it's not that hard. It's probably one of the easiest things you can do. It just takes a little bit of practice. I know everybody says that, but it's a hamburger. It's not that bad. And let's be real, there's 2 ways to make a hamburger. One, you make it to temperature. I prefer rare to medium rare, and I believe that's the only way you can even eat any beef, except for like briskets and stuff. The other way, if you suck at doing that or you hate doing that, is smash burger style. That's gonna be done, well done, but they're juicy because you smash all the juices essentially into it. I don't really know, but they taste good. For the sake of the video, we're gonna do smash burger style, and even though I got the double bacon cheeseburger at Five Guys, I'm just gonna do a single, make a double if you want. You know, if you just multiply that, it's still like $9, not even, maybe a little bit less than $9 if you keep the same serving of fries, but anyway, I'm gonna show you how to make it. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna start off really easy, okay? The easiest part of this. Putting the French fries in the oven. If you follow the directions, you're gonna get some soggy fries, I'm not gonna lie. I would always cook your fries a little bit longer than what they actually suggest, but I always crank the heat up a little bit. And then all you gotta do is throw them on a baking sheet, spread them out, and just keep an eye on them. Beef in the bowl. Now you could do either the seasoning that you possibly bought at the store, which I'm gonna do, or alternatively, you can just do your own seasoning. The easiest you can do is garlic powder, black pepper, and sea salt. I also add some rosemary and onion powder. Worcester sauce. This just makes everything taste so good. I almost forgot about this. But that's also not that expensive either. So let's hypothetically add 20 cents to the $4.52, so $4.72 for a burger and fries. You're gonna just add in your seasoning, 1 hand for mixing, which is gonna be my right hand, and then 1 hand for adding in whatever else you're adding. And all you're doing is you're just gonna squish the meat together and roll it around. Squish and roll. Squish and roll. It's really, really easy. For me, I'm adding the Worcester sauce. Saltier flavor, okay? A little more rich. So you're not gonna add too much because A, don't want it to be too overpowering in terms of flavor, and B, you don't want your meat mix to be really wet. That's probably about, well, the serving size on here is a teaspoon. It's a little bit more than a teaspoon. All done. Okay. So now all you're gonna do about 5 servings in this pack. A little bit smaller than tennis ball size, for me at least. This is how I like to do it. We're gonna go over to the stove to make these. Okay, so to make the burgers now. Okay, here's what I'm going to be using. First of all, cast iron skillet that's been seasoned. The other thing we're going to need, because this beef is a little bit leaner, you might not need to add butter or oil. You can. I'm just going to add a small touch of some light olive oil. Okay. Now the oven is still preheating for the French fries, so when you actually do make your meals, I would always do the French fries way more ahead of time. The other thing we're going to need, okay, this is a little grease catcher. Okay, you put this on top of your skillet so that way grease does not splash up at you. Now, the other thing, okay, that's super important. Not everybody has these. My mom does not have one, but an overhead fan, or if your stove has one, or your oven has one, a fan that's in it. About medium high. Add your oil in. You don't need a lot. Just a little bit. Because I don't have a burger smasher, we're gonna have to improvise a little bit. Is we're gonna take 2 spatulas. Okay, one, which is gonna be this one, is the one that's gonna smash down the burger. The other one is gonna press down the actual spatula. It's kind of a bootlegged way to smash your burgers. Now, the burger smashers are pretty inexpensive, I just don't have one. It might be hard to see, but the pan and the oil is starting to smoke, which means it's ready to go. Just drop it right in the center, okay? You'll hear that noise, and then immediately smash down, okay? And then just even out the sides. I know some people are probably thinking this is sacrilege to burgers, but once you have it smashed down, do not touch it anymore, okay? You're creating a good sear, okay? And if you just keep pressing it down after the fact, it's just gonna squeeze all the juice out, and we do not want that at all. They really only take, especially when you smash them down, just a few minutes. Cheese, I'm taking 2 slices. Right on top, put that thing right back on. Okay, it'll only take a few seconds to actually melt the cheese. And this time now you can add your mayo, you can add your ketchup and your pickles to the buns. You can toast your buns, and then you just repeat this process for your other burgers. If you have a cast iron griddle, you can use that as well. You can do multiple burgers at a time. Just get like a little cover for the cheese for each burger if you're doing cheese on each one. This burger is, in my opinion, done. That's good looking. A little bit of mayo. I like to do it on the bottom bun. Spread it out. Burger goes. Then I go pickles. I'll do 2 of them. Just like that. And then ketchup. Right on the top bun here. Much as or little as you want. And there you go. That's your $4.72 burger, and you'll have fries. And you can always add whatever else you want on top of them. Fresh out of the pan. It's delicious. Honestly, as good as Five Guys is, this burger tastes just as good, if not better. Then you add your fries, you know, you can add lettuce, tomato, whatever you want on these. I kept it pretty simple. This whole video is just to prove how easy cooking is. And the most popular fast food is always like a burger or a chicken nugget. It's not that expensive. When you break it down, it probably tastes better. You know what's actually in it. And it's really not that hard at all, right? It was extremely simple. Please make your own burgers. Stop complaining that it's too expensive to go to the supermarket. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you made the recipe, tell me what you think. I'll be trying to put some more videos out soon. I have a whole list of stuff I want to get to. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you care. My name is Leo. This is The Life of Leo and Coach Leo's Cooking today. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.